explore Asia more. I actually am from Chinese descent. My dad is Chinese, so I wanted to go to China and explore my heritage.
I guess the main thing that made me want to study abroad was just kind of like expanding my horizons and meeting new people, experiencing someplace completely different, especially going to someplace like Asia where the culture was just completely opposite to what the Western culture I'm used to in the U.S.
I did do a weekend service trip to a rural area in China and taught some English to some kids there, and that was really interesting. The kids were great. I would recommend it to anyone who does the Hong Kong program.
In my semester in Hong Kong, I think the most rewarding experience was getting to meet all types of different international students, especially ones from Asia.
So the classes were really interesting. They were similar to Notre Dame classes. I took a Chinese language course, and that was very similar to the Chinese language courses I've taken here.
And as far as how they compare, I would say they were pretty comparable. They were a little bit tougher in that they had a curve.
I really liked it. Hong Kong is an amazing city. It's sort of got the blend between the East and the West, so you have some cultural aspects of it, but it wasn't difficult to adapt.
Overall, I really loved the Hong Kong program. I think the funnest part was that it was only 2 Notre Dame students, so a lot of it was putting yourself out there and meeting new kids.
There was just so much to do. I made a list of things I wanted to do while I was there and didn't even finish everything on the list. So it was great.
The sense of community at the Chinese University was different in that the school was much larger, it had 17,000 students, I think.
And I lived in a dorm with local students, and that was really interesting. So I got to learn a lot more about the Hong Kong culture.
It provided a completely opposite experience to that of Notre Dame's dorm system, that you had your own kitchen and you kind of had to live much more on your own, which was very interesting and fun.
It was a great experience to be immersed in a completely different culture and live with them for 4 months, but at the same time get to spend weekends in completely different countries.
I think my favorite part of staying abroad was just the meeting different people and also just the absolutely ridiculous amounts of traveling you get to do.
I went to mainland China, I think on 4 different occasions. I also traveled to Thailand, the Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Macau.
The main place I got to go to Cambodia and Thailand, and then I did a short trip to Singapore and got to go all over kind of the southern area of China via buses and trains, which was really fun.
I think the Hong Kong program overall was really well organized. The staff on site there are really helpful. It was just a great experience. I would do it all over.